y'all, Dixie here. Today I want to talk to you about desserts, more specifically my top 5 favorite freeze-dried backpacker meal desserts. Everyone always talks about their favorite backpacking meals. In fact, I just did one not that long ago on my 5 favorite freeze-dried backpacking meals, but I decided to do a follow-up of that with desserts because I think after a long day of hiking, a dessert is one of the biggest morale boosters, in addition, of course, to a warm meal. But on that note, the reason that I like a lot of these desserts I'm going to talk about today is because you can make them using cold water. So even if you're not a person who's cooking and you're going to do something like cold soaking or just carry foods that don't require cooking, then having a dessert that you can just add cold water to is pretty nice, just to have something a little different. So again, most of these require only cool water, but I'll tell you about each of them when we get there. I have tried some of the desserts on trail that I'm going to talk about today, but I wanted to find out what some of y'all like, so I posted a status on my Facebook and asked some of my fellow backpackers what their favorite desserts were, so that way I could order them and then kind of try them all and rank them out. And it's not really dessert without a party, so I had my sister Montana help me and my dog son Hank. The desserts that we mixed up and tried back to back are the Boston Cream Parfait, Mom's Banana Pudding, Apple Crisp, Meyer Lemon Cheesecake, Chocolate Mudslide, and Strawberry Cheesecake. And without further ado, after trying all 6 of these desserts, this is my ranking. Starting off, an honorable mention is the Packit Gourmet Strawberry Cheesecake. This dessert has 620 calories of goodness. It's made with all cold water, but it's basically a cheesecake-like paste that has bits of strawberries in it. It also comes with a ginger snap pecan crumble packet. Now, I am a big cheesecake person, and strawberry cheesecake I think is probably my favorite dessert, so I was really thinking that I would end up ranking this number 1. And while it was good, I think maybe the downfall of it for me was that, I was holding it to such a high standard because I love cheesecake. But like I said, it is a good dessert. I would definitely have it again, but it did rank honorable mention for me. Number 5 is the Packit Gourmet Meyer Lemon Cheesecake. This one is pretty similar to the strawberry cheesecake, except it has a delicious, strong lemon flavor. It's got 30 more calories, so a total of 650 calories. This one is also made with just cold water and comes with that same ginger snap pecan crumble packet. So with both of these cheesecakes, you just add water. After it rehydrates, then you add the crumble packet, and that way it just has a little bit of a different texture. It was real hard for me to decide between this one and what is in number 4, but after going through a few times and trying each of them, I decided that this one was number 5. Coming in at number 4 is the Mountain House Apple Crisp. I feel like this one is a classic. I've known about it since I thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail, but it's just what it sounds like, some appley goodness, a lot of cinnamon flavor in it, and then it comes with this oatmeal crispy packet that again allows some extra texture after the main packet is rehydrated. And what I like about this one is you rehydrate it with hot water. Now, for you cold soakers or people who don't carry a stove or cook on the fire, then you could probably cold soak this and it would be fine over time, but I do think that it's probably best served warm. Number 3 is the Alpine Aire Mudslide. This one is made with just cold water. It contains 560 calories for the 2-serving packet, but it is so good. It tastes like chocolate pudding with some peanuts in it, and it comes with a packet of chocolate crumbs that you can sprinkle on top once it rehydrates. This one is really rich, really good, really chocolatey. Number 2 is Packit Gourmet's Boston Cream Parfait. This dessert has a mixture of cool and hot because you add cool water to the contents of the main pouch. Then you can heat up some water and warm up the chocolate fudge packet that you drizzle on top of the stuff in the main pouch once it rehydrates. This dessert consists of 590 calories, and in the main packet, I'm talking about sweet cake croutons with toasted coconut and vanilla bean custard that you drizzle that chocolate fudge on, and it is heavenly. If you like textures, then those croutons stay crunchy for a while. I actually saved the dessert packets so that my family could try all of them and see what they thought. And after several hours, those croutons were still crunchy. I also like the contrast of having the more cool dessert, especially if you make it out on trail out of cold spring water, and then that warm chocolate fudge on top. But I'm sure if you didn't have any means to heat something up, that if you just put the chocolate in there, it's still gonna be pretty good. And last, but certainly not least, coming in at number 1 is the Packit Gourmet Mom's Banana Puddin'. Y'all, this stuff is heavenly. I had this several times while I was on the CDT, and I really just can't brag on it enough. It's got 460 calories, you only add cool water, but it also has those cake croutons inside, which I think are supposed to kind of mimic the vanilla wafers that you would put on banana pudding, and it has that crunch to it, also that vanilla bean custard in there with bananas and some toasted coconut. You can see that the contents of the banana pudding are pretty similar to those of the Boston cream parfait in number 2, but I just love the banana flavor. My nanny used to make banana pudding all the time. I understand that on trail I can't have that, so this is certainly the closest thing. This was a pretty difficult choice because, as I mentioned, all of these were good, and I would certainly have them again if somebody was to appear and say, here you go. But y'all, that banana pudding is on point. I wanted a different perspective because I know that, of course, with tasting desserts, they can be pretty biased to the individual's preferences. So I asked my sister Montana which ones she liked the best, and hers were actually pretty similar. She put in number 1 the Boston cream parfait, number 2 the banana pudding, number 3 apple crisp, number 4 lemon cheesecake, number 5 mudslide, and her honorable mention was also strawberry cheesecake. All right, y'all, well, that's all I have for you today. If y'all have ever tried any of these desserts, I'd like to hear your thoughts on them. Also, if you've tried some that are really good other than these, then feel free to leave that in the comments too, because I'm always looking for new, yummy desserts to add to the backpacking menu. And I'll be heading out actually towards the end of this month to go fill in those fire closures with my mom on the Pacific Crest Trail, and I'm sure that she would like to try some different ones also. Thank y'all for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and we will see y'all next time.